Tom Bilyeu, he put this little video here on Twitter.
If you can put yourself in a position where you're in alignment with something that you are extraordinary at, so that you also have the power of your strength, then that would be insanely useful.
And he asked in that video if you should only work on your strength or if you should only fix your weaknesses. Now what I think about that is, work on both. It's good to have strengths, and we tend to work on our strength only making them even stronger. That's because we can really elevate on the strength and progress really fast, but then we will reach a plateau, and usually what helps you to cross that plateau will be some weaknesses that you ignored on the way to get there. So you also gotta work on the weaknesses. You gotta work on both, not only on strengths, also on weaknesses. Build your strength, amplify your strength, and then add the work on your weaknesses. The weaknesses need more work. They need more work because it's harder, but it will pay out. And to really reach success, you need to work on both. Because it will always be the weaknesses that are in the way. There are roadblocks that prevent you from reaching your goal. It's the weaknesses, it's not the strengths that are in the way. So you gotta get rid of those roadblocks. Remove the roadblocks, guys. And yeah, it's hard. I know it's hard to work on the weakness, because usually the weaknesses are where it's not so much pleasure to work on it. That's why we neglect the weaknesses usually, because it's not so funny to work on them. Let me give you this example here. If you want to play a piece on the piano, and you practice only the parts of the piece where you're good at, you will never play the full piece. You will never have success with that piece. What you actually got to do is work on the parts of that piano piece where you really struggle. And you got to work way more on those parts to actually be successful and be able to play the full piece flawlessly. That only works if you practice the parts where you're weak at more, and also practice the rest. But practice your weaknesses more to really be successful at the full piece. Never give up and you will be successful. Now, there is a little side twist to this. Like, it's not everywhere that you have to know and do everything yourself. Sometimes you can engage somebody and pay somebody to do things for you that you're not good at. For example, in business, if you're not good at the finances, you can hire somebody that does that for you. Parts that you're not good at. Or if you're not good at marketing for your company, you can hire somebody that does that for you, but you need the money first. But that may be an option. But nevertheless, you would need a minimal knowledge about what they're doing. And you need to be able to dive into the stuff in detail to understand what's going on. So you cannot have blind spots. You need to know everything to a certain degree that you need to reach your goal. And you need to be able to dive into those things that you need to know and understand them quickly, so that you can discuss and kind of guide your ship within the borderlines where you want to go that lead you to your goal. So yes, long answer short, you need to work on both. You need to work on your strength and you need to work on your weaknesses. You need to identify your weaknesses and your strength to follow your way to success and happiness. Happiness is the end goal. That's success, not money. Remember that.